Maybe I'll just wait for somebody to say something. It's so nice out here. Life is good at the beach, even if it's a rock. Life is even better with some kind of a reclining chair. Look at, oh no, my battery's low. Look at this guy. He's walking amidst the rocks. Oh, he found something. A fish, some piece of something. Maybe it's from an otter. Maybe an otter caught a seafood of some sort and brought it up and left it on there. How else would a fish get up on there? After all, there are no children. Children move around everything. Oh, can you hear the loon? I can't, just barely. My tinnitus is really loud. So I have crickets in my head. Oh, I see someone out there on a dock. I think they're wearing red. No, there's a red chair in the yard. Maybe somebody's getting into a boat by the flag. Maybe the flag is on the boat. The flag is probably on the dock. Huh. Look at these. I lay over on that rock yesterday resting. Oh, look at this. These are mollusks. What are they? They clean a lake out so that there's no stuff growing in it. And it becomes very clear all the way to the bottom. But that also starves what's living in there. So it's nice for people for walking in, but it's not very good for the ecology of the lake. And look at, some of them are bigger than others. Here, these are all very tiny. So I wonder how often they put a line around the shell. Is this my new place? No, I still live at home. My friend Mary Jane, you should go back and look at Mary Jane's videos with me. Mary Jane's been my friend since, well, let's see, 1990. It's when Mary Jane and I became friends. We were good friends from the start. She had babies and I had babies, and we would get together, let our babies play, but we really got along well. We were two peas of the same pod. But she was the city girl and I was the country girl. But back then I was the farmer and she was the city girl. Let me see, you gave me a heart attack. You know how much I cry. Bless your heart, thank you. It was a really rough day yesterday, and the only reason I did it on YouTube was because I have a really blessed, charmed life. I mean, in my standards from, when I was a teenager and I had nothing, and I was out there in the world, and I lived in a grass hut in Jamaica for a while. And I was very content to own just what was in my backpack. And even then, that could disappear and I could be fine. Anyway, and now, instead of one backpack, I own cars, I have a bank account, I have a card for it, I have a credit card, I have a house. I have a whole family. I saw the video which you fell down on the ground in the jungle. Oh, bless your heart. It wasn't the jungle, it was this forest. But when you're walking, I've learned from many experiences of falling that if a stick is going straight down the hill and you're walking that way and your foot gets on it, that stick will now be a sled. Whee! The same things happens with water, rocks, and leaves. So wet leaves on rocks are like that. Green rocks near the water, but also sticks that point straight out. Have you ever tried to draw that picture of the fist with the how do you make that really look like it's a finger? Because all you see is a circle. Anyway, hi, Jack. Anyway, so what I was going to say is that to other people, I may appear to live in the lap of luxury, right? Like to people in Bali, when I said I have a car, or, I have to I said I have to taxi people around all the time. And they said, oh, you have a taxi? Like, you're way up in the world if you own a vehicle and you have a job as a taxi then. Nancy, that video was scary. You fell down in that stick. Thank the Lord Jesus. You are safe. He protects me. I'm really amazed. But anyway, if the stick is straighting point and you step into it, if it's a long stick, your foot is that stick is not going to slide away. Could. But often it's on an angle. It'll slide in, and just like you want to kill a bear that way, a bear's chasing you, you put a stick in this way, and the bear will land himself on it, and it'll fly up overhead and be gone. Maybe, if it works. If the stick was strong and it didn't break, it'd land on you anyway. It'd be pretty scary to stand there and hold a stick while a bear's charging at you, knowing that if it doesn't work, you're toast. Knowing also if you run, you're toast. Promise me that you will never go again for any such places. Are you kidding? It's my life. I can't come out of the forest. No way. Anyway, so you have to be careful. If you stick on the point of the stick, just like that bear, it will swivel and your foot will go off to the side, up above, or to the other side, and you will probably, if you still have your momentum. Now, if you were able to stop on a dime when it poked into your shoe, you're safe. But if you had momentum and it happened, your momentum is going to make you fall. Also, if you walk and you cross your legs, say you're turning around, never cross your legs to turn around because you'll fall. You could fall. Also, now there's another, now it's a two thing. I love the forest. You ever camp out or spend the night in the forest? No, Willem won't come with me. He says, why would I want to sleep out there when I have a perfectly good bed? He just doesn't get it. Okay, nothing there. I saw 2 chickadees. I love chickadees. And the first one I ever see when I'm hanging out in the woods and the first chickadee will come and land, I go dee 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 dee, and I call him Scout. I say, hi, Scout. Used to have a thing of sunflower seeds under every chair. What happened to your house and garden? I read the comments on your videos. People were talking about insurance and house. Well, once upon a time, it didn't have the family room. And when the family room came, and I said to the builder, the water is getting in right there. There was a corner. And the 2x4 or 2x6 uprights were sitting on the sill plate of the wall, and in between the sill plate and the upright, water was coming in, and he never fixed it. I told him twice about it, and he never fixed it. And I'm not sure how it happened, but there was a hole in the floor right there under the table. First, we had a rainstorm. Big rain. This isn't first. First was the and he didn't have insurance. And because he didn't have insurance, nobody would insure our house. Our insurance dropped us because we had had renovations done and the guy didn't have insurance. So nobody would insure us. So we have no insurance. So we're just the insurance of the Lord, which in this case turned out to be my son Ben. And then after a few days, my son Daniel and my daughter Elida and my daughter Scarlett. The three of them came yesterday and they had so much fun. And I was jealous I wasn't there being part of their fun. But it's not the same when mom goes. When mom shows up, it's not the fun anymore. So I didn't. Oh, that's the problem. We fix plumbing problems by ourselves. Here we don't hire contractors. Okay, so that's the thing is that I wasn't going to hire somebody because it's expensive. It's very expensive. And I just don't want to, I mean, fixing a house with contractor, it can be a big, deep money hole. You can just keep throwing money into it. If this house can last until I die, which is what, 10, 15 years? Who knows? Maybe I'll go for 30 more years. I'm 70, 80, 90, 100. You know, it's 30 years? No, I hope I feel better than this. If I was there, I would have helped you for free in fixing the plumbing problem in the house. So the plumbing isn't a problem. I can do plumbing. I taught my friend. I said, come on, let's go do stuff at my house. And so she got her mop and her broom. And I said, you won't need that. When she got there, I handed her a blowtorch. And we replumbed my kitchen. So I moved my kitchen from where the piano is, where Willem's desk is.